Hello everyone, welcome to webinar number 12 already. We are nearing the end of my 15-part series. I don't know if you remember number 1. You can still watch it on whyicryonairplanes.com and all of the webinars that came after it. But on number 1, I had a lot of kind of pink little papers in my version of the book. Well, now there's only 2 or 3 left. So this is webinar number 12, and today we're going to talk about this photograph. I don't think I will ever forget the conversation I had with Paola as we were interviewing people to find a protagonist for our film MFX. Her life was so full of challenges, such unfair challenges as well. She'd been burnt alive a couple of years before. She's been shot at several times. And at the same time, she was an incredibly resilient and also quite a fun person, a very positive person, someone with a very strong will to live, and someone who was very adamant that she is the person that she is. And so I was really just impressed with her, blown away, I should probably say. And so I asked her whether I could take more photographs of her, because I wanted to create like a little series. And in her case, what I found interesting and at the same time also challenging was that she had a full-time job at an LGBTI organization as a director for the department that took care of the transgender community. But because these organizations tend to be really underfunded, she didn't make money enough to actually pay basic bills, and so she was still forced to work as a sex worker 3 nights a week on the streets of Tegucigalpa. And so I asked her whether I could just follow her for a day with the camera, and the series that came out of that has become a little chapter in the book. And so let me just show you some of these images. Now, in the last episode and in this episode, I have referenced the film MFX. It's a film about people who are transgender. It was made in Honduras, the Netherlands, and in Vietnam. And probably I should show you a little bit of the film. So I'm going to show you the trailer.
De dokter pakt de baby op en die kijkt ernaar en die zegt: dit is een jongen of dit is een meisje. Als je transgender bent, dan kom je er dus op een gegeven moment achter van: goh, dat ben ik helemaal niet.
Cái tâm trạng sợ hãi rồi lo lắng đấy nó là thường trực từ khi mình còn bé. Lúc đấy mình chưa có hề ý thức được là mình là một người sinh ra với một cái cơ thể là nữ.
Ik durfde niet met mensen te praten omdat ik dacht dat ik geen dingen had die het waard waren om gehoord te worden. Ik ben wel geboren als meisje, maar ik voel me geen meisje, maar ook geen jongen. Ja. Dat is heel ingewikkeld, hè?
Mi papá me golpeó, me corrió de la casa. Tuve que irme para la calle. Fue ahí donde comenzó una vida muy diferente.
Yo obviamente no podía contártelo porque
Vos bien sabes quién es ella, vos bien sabes quién es mi familia, pero desde que iba creciendo, yo nunca me sentí un niño.
Het enige wat ik echt heel graag wil in mijn leven is een X op het paspoort. Dus niet M of V, maar gewoon X.
So about that film, MFX, it was produced by Human Rights in the Picture. It's a foundation that I work with extensively, and financed by HIVOS, an international development organization. And the film is actually currently being used for a large international campaign, which is really interesting, and it's something I'm really grateful for. Back to Paola, there are two little things that I wanted to tell you about before I finish this episode. First, you might be wondering how she's doing. I can tell you that she was granted humanitarian asylum because of the experiences that she's had and the threat that she was under for a long time. And she arrived in a European country 3 months ago, where she is now safe. Of course, the pandemic hasn't made it very easy, but she certainly is in a better place and looking forward to a brighter future. And we are here to support her, of course. And finally, some great news also, something that we were all very happy about, not in the least Paola, and that is that we sent one of the images from the series to the Pride Photo Award, which is an annual competition. It's an LGTBI themed competition, and we won third prize with this image of Paola. And actually, the award ceremony was also the opening of an exhibition in a large cultural space in Amsterdam. And they enlarged the photo to 3.60 meters by 2.40 meters so that they could hang them kind of in the roof of this cultural space, which was really incredible. So I actually brought the certificate that came with the prize at the Pride Photo Award 2019. And that's because the jury report says one of the most beautiful things that's ever been said about my work. And that is, if we want people to spend time with an image, then let them spend time with this one. I just think that's so beautiful. And I'm proud of that. And that's why I wanted to share it. It goes on to say, this image tells a story of the harsh reality of violence as well as resilience of the individual. And this is definitely how I got to know Paola, but also how I know the reality is for many trans women in the world, specifically in Latin America. And with that, I want to remind you that this Sunday, 17th of May, it's Idahoth, the International Day Against Homo and Transphobia. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching again. Let me take you to next week's photograph. I think I've got it marked somewhere, if I can find it. I can't. It's here. I found it. On Monday, the 18th of May, I'm taking you back to Malawi, which is where we actually started in episode 1. And we're going to talk about this photo. And this photograph is taken at a maternity ward in a village just outside of Lilongwe, the capital of Malawi. So I'll tell you all about it then. Thanks again. You can watch all the other episodes on whyicrionairplanes.com/webinar. And that's also where you can purchase the book if you don't have a copy yet. I'll put on a discount code. I'll put it on the screen right now. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you on Monday. Thanks again.